Hi, I'm Chan,
Hi, I'm Yo.
and this is
MUMxiety.
Okay, welcome to another episode of
Yet another episode.
MUMxiety. That's right.
Today we have decided, right, after like so many episodes of y'all hearing us say hot take, because we are quite controversial people. I don't think we are like super controversial, but I think sometimes the things that we believe in or that we want to do might not be very not socially acceptable, but just generally acceptable by like other people or like people in general. Maybe. So we thought maybe let's just put all these hot takes together. Like not just our own hot takes, but maybe some hot takes that both people in Singapore might have versus
Both people,
as in both people locally versus overseas. Like both local and overseas. So like things that it might be a hot take to them, but it works for the other party. You know what I mean?
that's right, like tapiku.
I want to work with the gender parenting folk. Let's just be real.
Yeah, let's talk. So with some hot takes, we will have some hot snacks. You hear snacking throughout, so it's just like our new way of doing things. We just want to try it out.
We're just easing you into next time where you might hear even more background noises.
Yeah, yes, that's right. That's
when
right.
we lose access to a studio booth, if ever that happens.
Yeah, then we just want to keep the episodes going lah. So we might
it's
have to
not so
record.
jarring in case like one day suddenly you're like, why so noisy?
Yeah.
Slowly we introduce like chewing noises.
Yes.
Maybe one day we do ASMR. Then we all talk like that. We will die first. Because cannot laugh like that.
Talking about ASMR, sorry, not on the topic, but then right, there was one time, that's why I used to fly you guys know. Then I was in a hotel room. It was like 3-4 a.m. Then I tried to sleep for the flight later. I just like off everything, all the lights and the blinds all up, I tried to sleep. Then suddenly I was listening to music, like those very soothing kind of music. It was on random. Suddenly I hear this, hi, hello. Wow, I got a shock, yeah. Like yours face like, what happened?
Do I want to know what happened?
It turns out the freaking Spotify shuffle to ASMR massage parlor. And it started, I don't know, you guys maybe still can find. It's like, hi, hello. I'm like, wow, 几点了跟我 hi hello 吓到我真的 wow, I wanted to sleep, but I was so awake after that. Shocks.
This is why I cannot travel on my own. Like people are into solo traveling and all that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I cannot. I can go about the day on my own, but I don't like to stay in a hotel by myself.
But yeah, sorry, that's like, since you mentioned the ASMR, I just thought of this. Like whatever that's happened in my life, that's kind of like a joke.
Okay,
I just want
so
to share.
back to hot takes.
Yeah, back to hot takes and hot snacks.
What's a hot take that we've mentioned a lot of hot takes that we have over our many episodes, like of which a lot are like kids and pets. I mean, I guess pets, like they need to face their own consequences. Like we've just mentioned that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe things like really like you wrong, then you kena lah. That's basically it lah, right? Learn consequences, and then teaching kids how to fish and not giving them the fish.
That's right.
And things like that. Hot takes.
I think one hot take for me is like, they eat whatever.
Oh.
Like some moms they are very strict on like no sugar, no this, no that. Can only steam the fish, can only eat like a no salt, this and that. Then after that, I used to be that mom, like for the very first part of my kid's life.
Really?
Yeah, like when she was like 6 months old, like starting to eat things, right? Then because I grew up with my mom cooking almost everything. The only special occasions that you eat out. If not, she will cook every day. Yeah, it's the 三菜一汤 one, really very standard cooking kind, and it's more to the blend side. She's not like the very 很咸很甜 kind of person. She's just like, okay, more towards the blend side. And then she tried to keep it very light on her oil and the way of cooking. So naturally that kind of rubs off on me lah. Then versus my husband who tapao every single freaking day. Yeah, he's a tapao person. So like when our lives fuse together, because he's all about 吃得饱 and then like you free up your time. More of efficiency person. So we are trying to find like a middle point to do this. But then again, right, because the kid at the very first stage, like 6 months old, she needed to eat something that's super plain lah because she was only 6 months old, right? So I started making a puree, this and that. I was like, oh my god, 很累 leh. So the moment where I really let go of this was when she turned 1 year old, where less restricted in a way, like you don't have to worry so much about like honey lah or like sugar content, all this. Like it's like suddenly 2359 of the day before her birthday. She suddenly everything can eat already. Very funny, right? Every time I thought about this, like 1 year, not suitable for 1 year old. Then I'm like, okay, so
at 1 she can.
Yeah, at 1. So 2359 I camp for it. Then
0, 0, 0, 0.
Eat.
Honey.
Yeah, honey, give. Then I always got this conversation with my husband, like 为什么like 1 year old, does that mean like 你真的卡这么准吗? Or what is like a good gauge for like 1 year old? Is it after is definitely safer lah. But before can I do it a week before, 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before, or even 1 month before? So I like to challenge these kind of like rules and regulations in a way. Then to play safe lah, I didn't start like 2359. I did probably recently. I just introduced a little bit of honey into her life, but I introduced like normal food to her like once she turns 1. Like char kway teow or whatever, like 2毛夫. I just give her only lah. Like
I think anecdotal from our friends, they've also mentioned it, like both Celine and Purdy while they were here with us, but they've also mentioned, and in our daily conversation, so which is what I remember about the whole food and like feeding their kids things also, because like I think it's just last week or a week before where Purdy mentioned about like being very very strict with her firstborn, and she ended up being very 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 picky with food
but
and textures.
Not picky on the taste.
Yeah, no. So but I feel like it all works together, like both taste and textures, because if you don't expose them to it, they won't want to eat it regardless of what the taste or the texture might be. Because I am a mid-30s fully grown adult, right? And there are textures that I still don't like, right? And there are foods that I would never try and I don't like. I mean, everybody around me knows, like they call a few of us the kids club because our taste buds like kids. But like so I think this, I don't think it's a hot take. I feel like everything are guidelines, right? You don't have to be too arbitrary with it. Because again, it boils down to how much do you want this child to blend in with your life?
But because people around me all say like, 不可以吃这样甜，不可以吃这样甜，不可以吃这个。
No, so like my cousin, right? Like that
I
time
really don't care.
when my niece was maybe like 2 or 3, and they were still eating rather bland food, right? Like they were eating solids and like chicken, rice, and all that, but like still less oil, less salt, and everything, right? So there was once I was going over to my cousin's place, and she was like, "You want to join us for lunch? Like I can just ask my helper to cook more." But just a fair warning, our food all very bland, cause the girl needs to eat bland food, so everyone just eats the same food.
Food is one thing.
I'm eating the same food as a 3-year-old, but okay lah, I can eat, can already lah. Like if it's good enough for a 3-year-old, I'll eat it lah. I'm a kid anyway, right?
But food is one thing. It's actually the temperature of water and like drinks that a lot of people has an issue with.
Cannot relate. I drink boiling hot soup.
like hot take lah. This is really hot take. I don't care. I just give her ice cold water. This is really hot take for like a lot of people that I check with. Super a lot. And then even the teachers in her school also say like, 不要给她吃冰. We just give her straight up ice. Like not the kind, but rather like really pink, like ice.
Frozen water.
Yeah, frozen water. That's right. Straight up give her. She's addicted to that thing, man. Okay, initially we give it to her because we thought it would soothe like her teething moments. So ice, right? It's pretty good, right? Then after that, she's just like ice. She's ice.
Sounds like my dog. I got water chip stacks every time we open the freezer now. The same thing. It was because the vet told us that she's teething, and so it would soothe her gums. So you can add ice to her water so that her water is cold and it will soothe her teeth. And so we did that. And then you will see on Google, like you Google, and then dogs are just asking for ice, right? And so we tried out one time. We give her 1 cube of ice. That's it. Now the water chip stacks. But then my friends also say, my friends every time they come over, they say, "Hey, your dog 很好养 Ice like free one,
Yeah, my daughter also
works as a great treat.
Yeah, no other beverages but ice.
I think on the food end, right, food is such a controversial topic in the dog world also.
That's right.
You have wet food, you have dry food, you have cooked food.
Food is always a controversial
raw
topic.
Food. You have like and there are so many purists. Some only can feed cooked food. must human grade cooked food, some must raw food, some kibbles are fine, some freeze dried, air dried, what dried. I'm just like, honestly, I feel like for me as a new homeowner, when you delve into a world like that, a new homeowner, what am I talking about? It's a new pet owner.
I was thinking, what is it?
Yeah. For a new pet owner, when you delve into a world like that, it can be very confusing, and you really don't know what is right, because like you've never had such experiences before, and no matter which side you choose, there will always be someone saying something, right? I mean, I guess except kibbles, like if you choose kibbles, there will definitely be people that say things about you. But I feel like Purdy previously mentioned also, like the kids should integrate in your lifestyle, and if kibbles are the more sustainable option, then feed kibbles lah. I rather you feed your dog kibbles than you don't feed the dog at all.
Yeah, that's
right.
true.
Or like if you can, like you imagine that the counter is like, okay, if you can afford to feed your dog every day on kibbles, versus you can only afford to feed your dog once every 2 days on raw food or like human cooked food, then how you feed every other day meh? Cannot be, right?
Cannot be,
right. So I mean, choose the option that works for you, and I guess it's really not really it's not the small. Honestly, if you ask me, kibbles are not the socially accepted meal option in Singapore, and I mean overseas also, yes. But I think there is a whole discourse on what kibble you choose also, right? Even if you want to go with kibbles, and there's a big discussion on that. But I feel like a lot of times when I scroll like forums and like Singapore pages, and people like ask, you know, those like Facebook page, then they ask for like suggestions, recommendations, and then they like talk about they feed their dog this kibble and like they want to change brand cause something like that. Then there will always be the few comments that say no, only can as you must holistic feed. I'm just like,
yeah lah. I feed formula also. People say
must breastfeed, breast milk is
very good for your kid, but it's bad for my teeth.
Or like don't have. Like
yeah, don't have.
Some mothers really just don't have.
Like, I'm one of those.
Yeah, right. So
not enough ma. If not, what 2滴这样 then 给他饿 meh? Cannot be.
So honestly, my hot take is, right, feed your dog what you can afford, right? What you can afford to keep the dog full, and if they have health issues, then yes, go and see a vet and adjust from there.
Yes.
Right? But don't be like, I Google and it says cooked food is best. But then I will really, literally, I need to eat grass to feed my dog cooked food. Then what's the point? You will end up resenting the dog.
自我感动.
Cause you'll be like, wow, very nice there. I eat grass there, I feed my dog. But then behind closed doors, you'll be like, why am I eating grass?
Yeah, it's like my tete then pain. Then like you try to squeeze your breast milk, then probably you keep getting like infections. Really cannot. No milk, nothing. Then your baby keep crying because only like 2滴可以喝. Then the rest all infected. You can't give, right? This is a situation where you have breast milk, you want to feed breast milk, but you cannot give breast milk. Then after that, like your baby keep crying cause 饿 嘛. Then maybe the companion nanny asks, 你要我喂他奶粉吗? Then you say, don't want. 我有奶吗? 我要给他喝. 母乳是最好的 kind. This is a story that is shared like by my companion nanny to me, because initially she was worried because I don't have my enough. So she was asking me, can I give your baby formula? I was like, go ahead, whatever it takes to stop her from crying and like being hungry. I mean kids generally they cry for only the few reasons, but it's like hot, cold, diaper need to change, then hungry these few reasons only ma. So I just told my companion, I'm very chill one. And she was sharing me the stories of like how these mothers they read online, they hear from their friends, hear that everywhere, like, wow, you must feed breast milk. If you have, you need to feed. You die also must feed. So they always 很纠结. They go into this situation whereby, if I don't feed breast milk, I'm a horrible mom. Like the entire world is gonna hate me for not giving breast milk to my kid. So I rather like squeeze at every single little drop of breast milk, and my kid need to wait for me to squeeze the breast milk. Go hungry, like that nonsense. Then the companion nanny job very hard to do. Cause the baby is crying, then she feel like 很可怜这个 baby 一直哭，因为他饿 but 妈妈又不要给，又不是不要给 but rather 他弄出来的不能给 or she don't have enough. So please lah, like 给你孩子一条活路 these people. Like damn strange, right? Like why you want to do this? Then after you resent your kid. 因为生你 then 我要给你最好的 then 我很痛苦. It's like 自我感动 these people like own self show. Weird. also don't understand this kind. That's my hot take lah. For those who like die like, or for those who were put into this situation and eventually think that thought it through and felt like, okay, my kid shouldn't go hungry, I give formula, then you were being guilt tripped by many people around you. Don't feel the way, okay? You are doing your best. You're keeping your kid alive. You're not like struggling to keep your kid alive. Because you have to really, out of 2-3 hours, you only have like that 10 ml to feed your kid who needs 90, for example. Then that is not keeping your kid alive. Kids alive, what?
That's true.
Yeah, lor. Then that's like borderline abuse, liao. I feel lah.
I think another one of, I think this might, it's not so much applicable to kids, but I think another one of those very big hot takes or like big discussions in Singapore is the adopt don't shop
Oh yeah.
discussion when it comes to like pets. Don't say just dogs, cats also lah, right? Or like any other pets that might be abandoned, rabbit lah, what have you?
Bird also.
Guinea pig, bird all have.
People also judge one.
So there's a lot of like, it's a very big discourse, like the adopt don't shop people versus the buy from a pet shop kind of people. Like, okay, I get both arguments, right? Where like you don't want to buy because you are creating demand, and then they will keep bringing in like the puppy mills will keep producing because there is the demand for it. But sometimes there's also the issue of you want to adopt. Now, I don't know what's the case like overseas, but honestly in Singapore, right, I feel sometimes it's a bit hard to adopt also, because people who want to adopt dogs, right, they have to go through a very, 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 very stringent process to be able to adopt these dogs.
Actually, it should be the other way around, right? They should really give it, like, if they want to stop the puppy mills, right, they should give like those buyers even a tougher time versus the adopting kind.
So then this goes to another argument of where some people think that buying a dog, like the cost of, like the price tag to buying a dog is very high in Singapore. I'm just talking about in Singapore at this point in time. Like, it's very expensive to buy a dog when you are here and you buy like a puppy and everything. But some people also think that expensive good. Because then people will think it true. Right? It's like a barrier to entry because it's expensive. But again, like I say, like you can buy dogs for like 2,000-3,000. Right? And these are just the locally bred ones. And then you can buy the more expensive ends where they are the imported ones. And with the imported ones, you can definitely like have more insights into the breeders, whether it comes from a country where like puppy mills are rampant, or a country where like, you know, breeders really take the time, do the DNA checks, breed properly, socialize properly when the puppies are born, and that kind of thing, versus like locally bred ones. I feel like locally bred ones, you may not have ethical breeders. I don't know if we are that advanced in Singapore to have reached that stage. And so then you definitely have the locally bred end also lah, right? So there's that lah, right? Like barrier to entry. So expensive is also one. But that's the thing with adopting a dog, because, and I've seen this quite a bit. For first time dog owners, it's actually very hard to adopt a dog. Because if you're a first time dog owner, right, the first thing they will write you off is because you got no experience with dogs. And likely these dogs that need adopting all have issues. Not all, but most have issues. And so if you've never had a dog before, you got no experience on how to deal with a dog, much less a dog with issues, they would feel like it's highly likely you will return them. So first time dog owners, very hard to adopt. Like your barrier to entry to adopting, very high. Then our screening process also. And I've seen people say lah, like sometimes their screening questions, right, really them over the top, like way too much one. Like they ask if you, like for cats, because you know cats like to jump and they will squeeze through everything, right? So they ask if, like for a cat, you want to adopt a cat, like they will, one of the questions is, are your windows and all meshed, right? Then the person reply and say, no, it's not meshed, but my windows can't be open. They still don't let them adopt because you cannot mesh your window.
Hey, but I've heard of this horror story. I have this friend, right, who bought the cat. Then she was in my old industry lah. I don't know if she's still there. Not very sure. Then after that, she buy already. Then one fine day she was out for work, so the entire house was empty. She never meshed the windows. So. Then she said my window cannot be open. Same. So what happened was, right, The window can open the mother can open. Then her cat just jump and then dies Like damn high like 16 or 18th floor.
So which is why, like there are the two right, the two opposite ends. You from the end of the shelter is like, if you don't check this box, I'm never going to give it to you. And then on the other end is, which is why when you do all these like questionnaires and stuff, they will do site visits also like site inspections and all that. So like there's the whole like barrier to entry lah. Sometimes it's way too like too restrictive, like your questions and all. It's not that we don't want to adopt, but you're not even giving us a chance to. You know what I mean? Then there was this one, I went down this whole rabbit hole. And then I saw this article about how this woman had a dog, right? It's I think Singapore special. Well, as we all know, Singapore specials have a lot of issues, right? And so she already has a 3-year-old. No, she has a 6-year-old, and the Singapore special is 3.5. And then they got the mongrel and the Singapore special when it was about 1. So they've had this dog for about 2.5 years already. So she had an older son who is now 6. The dog is 3, right? He was about 4 when they got this dog. Okay, and in this time, okay, so with Singapore specials, if you want to adopt them and you stay in the HDB, you need to make sure that they go through certain trainings, pass it, then they can stay in HDB. Because by right, Singapore specials are too big to be in HDBs. But they want to get them off the streets, right? So one way is to allow HDB owners to adopt them, but make sure that they have the proper training that can survive in a building like that lah. So the dog went through the training already and everything, but he still has some behavioural issues. And they've been dealing with it in the past 2 years, right? They have set up fences, they've sent the dog for training. They still have instances where the dog has bitten the son and the female owner, but they still put through, like, and they still like stayed with the dog. And then, cause the son 6 years old already, right? So the son also can learn and understand that this area is the dog's area, you don't go in, right? So for the past 2.5 years, they've just been dealing with it and trying to like adjust themselves around the dog's lifestyle. So, but she's now pregnant. She has a newborn coming, and so to her, she felt like, yes, we really tried, right, to like work with the dog, his territorial issues, his behavioral issues and things like that. We've tried our best. But and a 6 years old, I can teach him these are the dog's boundaries. He can understand and he can communicate. And he can work with the dog also. To like, I stay out, I say no, I protect myself, I try. But with a newborn, how do you do that? Right? The newborn might unknowingly crawl in, then kena maul, and you also don't know, right? So she wrote to one of the shelters to ask if they could help rehome the dog. Because of these issues. And she already explained the background. Like, we really tried, and we've tried for 2 years. I had a son, and we all go through the whole story again. Shelter person tell her, why don't you rehome your newborn?
Huh?
Right. Then she's like, how can you make such, like, I mean, if you
We
don't
need names of this shelter person.
like, if you, maybe you Google lah, got article one. I mean, that's how I found it. But like, you so, and every argument she gave, right, okay, basically the bottom line is, if you don't want to help, don't need to make these kind of comments.
Yeah, like,
Just
you don't
say-
help, just
just
say
say we
sorry,
can.
I cannot.
Yeah, right. But like you don't need to say this kind of thing. So like he was like, why don't you rehome the baby? The dog was there before your baby. Then he's like, I'm not. Then
If
like,
I knew your answer would be like that, I would have rehomed my baby to the Lord.
no. So then after that, she was like, how do I rehome the baby? So I just dropped lah. I abort lah.
Yeah, no.
Right? Or like the baby.
Rehome to the Lord.
No, or I abort, or like I give birth to the baby, then I put up for adoption. Is it?
Oh.
Right, so like basically don't be ridiculous, right? Like then after that he said no, but I think he said it's the same thing, what? It's the same thing. Now you asking to rehome the dog who is supposed to be part of your family, then you might as well just rehome the baby. Same thing, what? Same logic. And he just kept going down that line. I was like, how is this helping the situation?
Shelter, you need to vet through your. Some people they have
He owner.
They have the heart to adopt, but they don't have the logic to really think. Like, you know, like by having a shelter, by wanting to provide for those like dogs the abandoned dogs. Very nice very nice gesture. But sometimes if you use a bit of logic, you wouldn't have came up with these kind of lines.
Right? And he said, if you have a terminal illness that causes you to not be able to care for the dog, yes, I will willingly rehome the dog for you. But Then he says things like, there are no bad dogs, just bad owners. If the kid next time do something bad, you also want to rehome the kid. That kind of thing. It's just like yes, it's very sad that like people have to play priorities and things like that. But like, well, sometimes when situations change, you really need to pick one or the other.
But on the other hand, right, maybe he kena a lot of cases like that before.
Yes lah. No, okay, you can kena a lot of cases like that, but no one needs to talk like that, right?
Jaded.
Like no one needs to speak like that. Like you can just say sorry, I cannot help you. That's it. Like you don't ever need to go down.
Yeah, then if you want to say, right, you just say like
in your head.
in your head or behind closed doors or
It's
whatever.
2025. Keep the inside thoughts inside. Your favorite line. It's 2025.
Inside thoughts inside.
The inside can stay inside. Okay, no need to come out.
Yeah, it's inside thoughts for a reason.
But like, as in, and if I flip the coin, right? Honestly, if ever it came the day, right, where, I mean, I hope this doesn't happen to any family, but I'm sure it does. Right, with all your social cases that are happening, it ever comes the day that you don't even have pets, you only have kids in the house and you cannot even manage them, you cannot provide them the care and everything, and you need to give them up for fostering, for adoption and things like that. It's the same one. Like, there would definitely be people that fall under this category and they'd be like, I want to keep the kid, but like, I cannot without neglecting the kid.
Yeah, I think to me, right, I think this is actually a hot take for a lot of people. Like, for example, if I were to be someone in a less privileged situation and I have a kid and abortion is not an option, I will give the kid up. I think it's a hot take lah, but because if I'm not confident of giving her like the environment, he or she, I mean giving the baby the environment that he or she deserves, I think he or she could take the chance to have a better life out there lah. Because I already know I cannot even provide for myself. I cannot even take care of my well-being. Like, what makes me think that I can take care of yours?
Yep.
By bringing you into this earth where you don't know anything. Maybe you don't like this earth, but then I bring you here. Like, what the hell,
Or like, I really got no resources.
Yes.
I really say pregnant, then I really cannot abort. But I have zero resources to bring up another baby. I am literally eating grass every month. Drinking water off the streets kind.
Like I don't have a place to stay. I don't have any family and friends I can go to. The only thing I can do, probably I go to women's shelter and women's shelter say, I think it's better for you to give up your kid. I would do it lah, because I already bo pian now, like this kind.
Yeah, we're not going to go into like the government will support you and all that. Yes, that's all there, right? We're just saying like it really comes to the case where that your only other option is you keep the kid and you all suffer like mad together, or you give the kid a chance to thrive in a better situation.
Yeah, there's a chance. Of course, people will say like, what if 他卖给那种变态的人 or whatever. You will never know.
Yeah.
But can also be a millionaire, billionaire, a very stable family who just happen to 没有办法生孩子.
It's 100% suffering versus maybe like a 70% success. Try.
Yes, this kind lah. Or like no doubt, yes, government can help in many like situations when it comes to financially. Maybe they can give you a place to stay, they can give you money, they can give this and that. But if mentally or emotionally you're not in the state to take care of another human being, that will also bring this being down to to a downward spiral together with you. Then how you got all the money in the world, but your mind it's not right. You also cannot give them the correct kind of attention and care and not say correct, but rather the appropriate ways to handle a kid to make sure he or she has a safe and healthy environment. Yeah lah. So government can only help this much. The brain is in you already. Like the brain, the feelings, the mental capacity, everything, it's in you. So if you feel like you're not in the right space, right, then probably someone else in a better space can do the job for you lah.
Yeah. So I guess hot take
That's a hot take, I think.
The adoption one, right? So I saw this post, right? This person, the reasons that they weren't allowed to adopt, right? Or like that they were filtered out from the adoption process, right? The reasons were damn a lot, right? But some are like, never keep pets before.
Huh?
Don't have helper at home. Don't live in landed property with garden or yard. Don't have a car to bring the dog around.
Don't have a car to... Hello, got Grab, guys? Got Grab,
Right. Sometimes I feel like this is what I mean by you are setting the bar exceptionally high. Like I get that you have a lot of dogs that come back after going out and come back to the shelter, so you're trying to weed all this out. But like some of these reasons are really quite superficial. That's all like only landed property with a garden then can adopt dog.
Yeah lor.
Then all the HDB condo no need. Like then like that you don't know how many percent of Singaporeans cannot adopt like that. Right? And what makes you think their house already don't have dog?
So weird, right? People nonsense eh.
So sometimes like I get the whole adopt don't shop lah, and I think anyone who is willing and ready to adopt a dog, I applaud you, cause I don't know if I'm there yet, right? Like I'm still 8 months
Maybe
into
next
my
time
dog ownership, at this point. But like that's also, don't make it hard for people to, like, some people genuinely really want to adopt and want to help, and by like doing all these and not giving them a chance just based off of these kind of superficial reasons and not wanting to understand them better and taking a chance on them, you also reduce your pool of adopters, which, okay, completely is already not big in the first place.
That's true.
Right. So there's that.
Yep.
Ay,
Yeah.
many hot takes.
And like I have an issue with like the sad bitch mom kind of thing.
Why?
Because I believe kids they need some colours lah in their life. Like be it for like mental stimulation or like growth or whatever, right? I believe they do need some colours in life.
We talked about this in our mum episode.
Yeah, but because recently I came across a Reddit post.
Oh, now you
with
see
this,
it. Now you see. That time when I thought about it, she's still like, got like that one, man.
I
Now
saw
you
that.
see, right?
But this one is tied in together with, to me, it's part of child's safety, because it's about the mummy vlogging and blogging every single moment of the kid's life, and the kids will be dressed like an adult in the sad adult colours. If it's just like normal beach baby, okay lah, normal beach baby, right? So they're still wearing the kids onesies, the kids stuff. But this kind is like every single moment, like go swimming must take, then everything must take, and then it's like managing a social media account. I'm sorry, this is really a hot take. A lot of people who, even our friends or what, they also have social media for their kids only. Managing their kids' account, I believe so lah.
Here's my hot take. Okay, because I used to not understand kids and pets social media accounts.
You have what? I thought.
I have. So my partner was super against this. Like, this was his only bottom line. But then I realized that his bottom... I didn't understand it also. But that was because I was exposed to majority, right? Where they post in the POV of the kid or the pet. It's like, how the heck you know what they think about? I'm here trying to refrain myself from cursing and swearing, okay? But to me, is when I read this post, I'm like, how do you know this is what the kid is thinking about? Right? But then when I started to see accounts where they talk, as in, it's an account for the... I look more at pets, not so much kids lah. Because kids, a lot of people just want to humanize the kid. I mean, no.
Humanize the kids?
Yeah, they are humans, but like, give them adult thoughts.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Because again, you really don't know how the kid is thinking when you took that photo, right? So you are assigning that to them. But again, because the kid is a human, maybe they, in their brain, it makes a bit more sense. But it was those that humans trying to tell you what the dog is saying, what the dog is thinking, or that kind of thing. Like, my mommy.
Stop it. My mommy. That don't change though. I was not ready for it.
But that's what you see on like dog social media accounts, right?
Yes,
right.
Correct.
My poor me.
But you just do it like rainy day, stay in day kind of thing, right?
So
very
yeah,
generic.
so when I do it, right, no, mine is very obviously from an owner's point of view, like the human's point of view. So like I always refer to my dog by her name, or like sis doesn't want to do this, that kind of thing, or like sis is like weird, right? So initially, so my partner's bottom line was the dog can have a social media account. But later I realized it's also like the first person kind of thing lah. So again, he has relented. Another thing he has relented on. But like, he's not okay with the account. It's just that, and I've told him also because I don't agree with the first person account for dogs. Don't know what the heck she's thinking. I mean, I look at her. All I know is she looks cute, right? Her actions very weird, very cute. But like that is me thinking that.
Yeah, that is your point of view.
And I will never know what she thinks. I will never know if she actually likes me. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I can think she likes me. I can think she prefers me over my partner. But like, I will never know for sure. Because I don't speak dog. And they don't speak English. Right? So that's that. So that's my hot take about social media. Like, it's fine to have one if it's like in a different point of view. But when you try to behave like the dog the kid, or telling me like this 1-year-old thinks that the parents' expressions are hilarious. Like, stop.
Yeah, or like
the 1-year-old cannot even really see your
or
expression.
dress them up like adults. That's my hot take. I really hate it. Like, I have seen I've since unfollowed her already. I've seen one of these, my ex-colleague from my flying days. She has a daughter, so cute, looks exactly like her, very pretty girl. Always dressed in like spaghetti tops and like really, really short skirts.
Kids will run and they will play.
Yes.
And they don't care about the type of cloth on their body.
I
And if you don't help them cover up properly, they just go expose themselves everywhere.
That was before I had a kid. I already felt it was weird. Besides that, I think the moment that got me to unfollow her was she posted like her family with her daughter together. Then they went swimming. The kid was in a freaking bikini. Like kid bikini. I'm not even talking about those like sports bra looking kind. It's like a full fledged like the triangle freaking bikini. This kid only like what, like 3. Wow, then I feel like, ew, 怎么这样子? Like I really felt like it was super weird. I haven't even met my husband back then.
You know the internet is filled with weird people, right?
Yes, exactly. So I thought it's really like a child safety issue for you who knows me, right? I don't really post my kids. Yeah, I mean my kid I only got one kid. Most of the time I post maybe like just fully covered for sure, and maybe close up of face.
Yeah, no, and I'm super like I super understand when parents don't want their kids to be on social media.
Or
right?
back view kind. Like,
correct.
I don't...
I respect that. I think if you, and honestly, I don't have kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I am not in that position to judge. The only things that have really resonated with me, one that I've heard is that I don't want to put my child on social media because they never had a choice to do it.
Yeah.
I have the choice to put myself on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And so they will not be on my social media until they are old enough to decide for themselves that they want to be on it.
Like be like speaking or really
like really understand, like if my photo is on my mother's social media,
for people like strangers to see.
correct, it could be my mother's friends, but I don't know these people, right? And for them to be like, it's fine, I am okay with that, then I will start posting. And I respect that, and I think that is one way to think about it. I think that's the right way to think about it as well. Like, honestly, if you ask me, do I hate on the parents that have accounts for their kids? No lah, it might just be a way for you to remember how they are like and stuff like that lah. But like, the internet is a scary place lah, okay? Try and put whatever controls that you have in place.
I don't hate them for it.
One is privatize your account for the kid.
And also the way you dress. No, that yes, 穿衣自由, right? Everybody can wear whatever they want, but can the kids really choose not?
There are scary people on the internet lah. Okay, let's put it that
weird
way.
People. I've been like, I think previous episodes I've covered before. Like, this is one very big thing for me. Like, especially when I have a girl, like, you know, we don't just have dog groomers. We have we have kid groomers everywhere.
Oh, like, that one's scary. Dog groomers are great, but
like kid groomers, like grooming. Like recently, the very I don't know, like you guys listening, where are you guys from? But recently in Singapore, there's this like a actor. He had sexual relations with this girl who is like 15 years old, and he knew her from a child modeling school where he was a teacher, and then the kid is one of the students.
He knew her parents before he knew her.
Oh yeah, correct. Yeah, then it's like if I'm
literally my parents' friends.
Then like as a parent, when this happened to your kid, you feel like 你好像推他进去这样. You feel like, oh my god, what have I done to my daughter? What have I done to, you know, like sort of like destroy her innocence in a way lah. No doubt, maybe back then she thought she liked him. She thought she loved him actually. That's why things happened. But then again, she was just a kid. And she might be led into thinking that she loves him. Like, this is how grooming is ma. It's like 你每天买咖啡给我，你爱我，还是你每天叫我 baby， 你是爱我？ You know that kind of thing. Like, kids don't know ma, they can't differentiate. What really is love? So very dangerous lah. You never know. This one is teacher leh. A lot of things happen with teachers. I realize like even overseas, I've seen like one of the.
I got a lot. Like I like to watch
TikTok.
No. I like to watch true crime podcasts.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of like teachers grooming students, or like teachers. Yeah, basically teachers grooming students lah. But it's the whole power struggle, like the whole power imbalance and everything also. So,
one very famous one is the French. The
oh yeah,
French
yes, that one.
Everybody says.
So like there's a lot of that, right? And so social media is really like, everywhere is just full of scary people, right? So let's just like be a bit more conscious about what you put out on social media. Be it, and I guess it has lesser repercussions for a pet in that sense, but again, it's still a hot take. I personally, like, some people with social media, yes or no lah, but then for their dogs, but like with kids especially, and it's like sometimes you want to think, when they get older and then they see this, right, they be like, what was my mother thinking?
Yeah, like I don't even like that. It's like now you look back at your old photos, right? You feel like 为什么穿这个很难看
No, I'm just so glad that social media didn't exist when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Imagine my parents post. I mean, thankfully my parents still don't post on Facebook lah. So my nephew is safe lah. But
let me think. My parents also don't post on because I am very I'm very strict on this.
But I have heard of like parents that, now you know our parents' generation, that boomers that like to post on Facebook, everything must post on Facebook kind, everything must photo or it didn't happen kind, and then they have a lot of struggles with their in-laws or their daughter-in-laws and stuff like that, because they don't want, the daughter-in-law doesn't want the kid to be on social media, but the grandparents don't care because they feel like it's my grandchild.
Yes,
like I have the right to post.
Yes. So with that, right, for me, I cannot restrict like how my maybe like my in-laws or like even extended relatives, they're posting and stuff like that. But what I can do is to make sure my daughter is dressed appropriately every single time she might have a chance to take photo with these people, or like have a chance to get posted somewhere randomly. At least she's dressed decently, and like, of course there are weird people around lah, but at the very least this is the most I can do.
Can I just say, I have this auntie that's damn weird. Oh, this is very funny. Okay, so my cousin, right, like she doesn't want her kids on social media. So her own sister, when there was a point in time when her sister went, like they were hanging out going overseas, right? And sometimes she'll post my niece in the photos, and then we would see, and then so we remind her, and then she'll remove those posts, right? But it's like Instagram story only, so like not permanent, like will disappear after 24 hours, but still like she won't post after a while. But then sometimes like you say no, like you can don't send them, like how do I phrase this? They can still take their own photos of your child at gatherings, right? And then how, like you can say don't post on Facebook, right? So that was my cousin. Like she one is, I had this aunt that doesn't have grandkids, but she really really wants grandkids. So also a bit weird lah. She asked my niece, my niece, so her grandniece, to call her grandmother. And it's not her grandchild, but never mind. Then after that, my cousin still say, you would think my mother will put her foot down and not like everything share, but like granddaughter cannot share, right?
Share.
Her mother never say anything.
What? That's so strange though.
So then never mind. So like call her grandmother already, right? Then like she will ask for photos of the kids because she wants to know how the kids are doing. And then my cousin's like, okay fine, I send you a photo, right? Or like I take my own, or she will take her own photos at gatherings, right? She uses my niece's photo as her WhatsApp profile picture. It's not even her own grandchild. And like
she really wants a grandchild so badly.
Yeah, but like you know how like awkward and weird that is. Like you don't know how many people are looking at your daughter's photo. And cause like WhatsApp, you have the setting to only let people who have your number see, or like people that, there's the option where people who have your number can see your photo, or people that you have their number of, like you save their number of, then they can see your photo.
And also a public one.
Or like public, everybody can see your photo. Or
you just don't put photo.
Correct. So like you never know if these boomer aunties will like change their settings to make sure that only their friends can see the photos. Maybe like everybody they text also can see the photo one. And like she texts them a lot of people one, cause like she in her work, like her daily work, she is in like brings like teachers in from overseas, like childcare teachers in from overseas. So she's texting how many people in one day? You don't know how many of these people are seeing my niece's photo.
Yeah, and somehow right, like not only that, sometimes they don't have social media nearby. They take photo and then they show people one. It's like they go gathering, they go kopitiam, they show people. Okay, my father is one such person. But that to be fair, that photo is like his birthday, and then like he put it on wallpaper,
but
and then he show people.
You show them is fine. They don't have a copy.
Yeah.
You put on your WhatsApp, people can screenshot, right? Right. So like, is this like how far is this photo gonna go?
Especially when like AI, people can change the photo to be of a weird nature.
Then you deep fake. Then it's really quite bad lah. So which is why I respect parents that don't want their kids on social media. And while I don't have a kid, right, it is now in me to be like, I will ask you, can I post? So if I cannot post, it's okay, I keep. Right? Then it's fine. You know, I mean, nowadays not everything has to be on social media. Right?
I need to thank all my friends who have seen my baby. They actually, you guys don't post. Because don't know where to tag, right?
No, it's not that we don't know where to tag. It's just that
You don't post,
it's like I say, not everything has to be on social media.
even for those friends who have social media for their own kids, they also respect that I don't have.
Yeah, correct.
So they don't do anything to me
It
also.
boils down to the very basic thing of you ask the parents law, can I post or cannot post? Like you
all never ask, but you're just like y'all just don't do anything.
I guess it's also if you don't see the parents post, then you post for what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? Like and these are parents that have social media accounts.
Yes.
Who occasionally post also.
Yes.
But if you see them occasionally post other kind of rubbish, but not their own kids, then who are you to post their kids? It's not your own kids.
I'm
Sorry
glad.
lah.
I'm glad. And now I know why we are all friends.
I guess
I mean,
also,
because we have the same.
I think for the mothers, y'all are generally along the same wavelength. Of the mothers, only one person has social media account for her kids.
Wait.
Celine.
No.
Celine have.
As in, Buddy don't have me.
They don't have. Not for the kids. There's nothing on the account one.
Yeah, I have seen the account, but there's nothing.
Yeah,
on
there's
the
nothing on
account.
the account.
Yeah,
So,
I was
yeah,
like,
so-
okay,
so-
there is an account, but
No,
there's
but
nothing on
I
the
mean
account.
have is that are posts and like the photos of them are there out there, right? They are private accounts, yes.
Okay, but
No,
because
okay, one is not a
Celine
private account.
is focusing on another topic.
No. There's another one just for just
Oh.
the kids. That one's a private account. So there are social media accounts, right? And like, but generally there is that common understanding, and I think it's also because, honestly, Buddy doesn't post very often. Which is why there wasn't ever an issue.
Yeah.
Right? And then Celine does post. I mean, of all of us, right? If you ask me, the person that posts the most is me.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Then the word's super small one.
Shut up. Don't do that anymore. But like of the few of us, the person that posts the most is me, and I don't have kids. Right.
I just massive sending reels to all
But I would like to think that I'm quite a woke person. In terms of
2025.
yeah, no, but as in it's just being sensitive, right? To like all the various different things. Like we are living in a different generation right now. When we were kids, there was no such thing as social media.
That's right.
Yeah, so if you are in this generation that you are living in with AI, with like creepy people on the internet and creepy people everywhere, right? You just and someone not your kid, you just have to be a bit more sensitive towards like things like this.
But unfortunately, the boomers do not.
Yes, boomers do not care
Because they don't have such danger
they
in their
think
lives.
they think that they've lived life enough and that they can do whatever they
yeah,
want.
this is where they get scammed. They click on the freaking link and they
no
get
lah,
scammed.
every day very scared my parents kena eh.
Yeah, I'm so scared. Yeah, I'm so
I
scared.
every day scared eh. Like I would like to think that they are very very smart, and they are really really smart people.
Actually, the smarter,
But the scammers, yes, but the
Yeah.
scammers are really damn smart.
the smarter they are, the more likely they will get scammed because they
Yes.
think they're very smart.
Yes, and they think like I will never get scammed.
Yeah,
and then
if-
they're like, it looks legit, what?
Yeah. The less they know, the least likely they get scammed.
Or like they don't even care.
Yeah, like because the less they know, like for example, my parents, they know English, right? So whenever they receive such things, they will always show us and ask, like, is it true? Can I click or all this? Because they don't know ma. They don't think they are good in this area, so they will always check. So there is a chance for us to like intercept and like do not send money kind of thing.
My parents won't
But
ask me.
for like maybe yours parents, right? They are like they understand English. They're more educated. They have. They might be better lah.
I every day
compared to my
just
parents.
live in fear that they're gonna scam money.
Yeah. Then they will feel like I can make my own decisions because I know. Then yeah, that's where they catch you. I was watching Crime Watch, and there's this love scam thing, and they all scam like those like, the very rich singer ladies of Singapore. You know, like those OL
Wow.
working like in bank lah, like the high flyer kind lah. But alone because their work needs them to put in so many hours, right? So they're always alone. Like, but high flyer, I got money to buy house, I got buy car, everything. So like so many of them get scammed by those overseas love scam people.
Them.
Yeah, and it's a lot of money, like half a million kind of money.
Why they
Like,
got so much money? Can you give me?
because they don't have. They don't spend on anything else, man. They don't have dog, don't have kid, don't have
Can give
nothing.
me?
lah.
I got no money.
I know, right? Like the scammer just like 跟他讲两句话就有钱了.
want
Wow.
to say like I think scammers don't want to tag me because I got no money.
And then the scammer, wow, sian sia, they scam already, right? Then they need to, they can only get commission. They don't even get a full amount. They need to give the center. Give
So
the
you better
team.
scam a higher amount so that you get more commission.
You do your personal scam. Not advocating anything, but I'm just saying lah, like the more the more you think you know, the more likely you're gonna get scammed for some strange reason. Yeah.
Okay, another hot take I have about pet owning is people that call themselves their pet's mommy or daddy. Are you a dog? Or are you a cat?
Are you a pesh?
Did you birth that animal?
Are you a pesh?
No, right? Like, what's wrong with just being called a pet owner?
Nothing. Or
Right.
maybe they feel like owner make their pet sounds like a slave kind.
But you never birth the freaking thing.
But you look after ma.
No, honestly, right? Like, it's a slight ache of mine. Okay, if you ask me. I mean, what the people that no, so okay, but again, like I have icks, right? I don't impose it on other people, huh? So my friends that call themselves their dog's mommy or daddy, up to you, okay?
But icks.
But don't call me my dog's mommy. I am not. I would like
maybe
to put it.
they think you are the psh.
I would like to put it out there once and for all. I am not a dog. I did not birth my dog, cute as she might be. Okay, so I am just her owner. Her slave maybe, but not her mother.
What?
Like, I don't really like. If you ask me, right, being a mother is a very weighted thing. Something I could never be. But like, definitely not to my dog. I did not nurse her. I did not be pregnant with her for however many months. I did not birth her.
But the decision to get a dog, it's way enough, honest.
Yes lah, but like, I'm not a mother.
But you do mother things.
She's not my child. I am not a dog.
But do you care?
Yes.
Then you are mother because mother care.
Help, help, help. The kind of jokes I have to live with, guys. The past 10 years and counting of my life.
Okay, fair enough. Hot take,
But yeah,
because
so-
it's quite a hot take though.
That's my personal
It's quite
hot take.
hot.
Like, so, and again, like I say, I'm not going to impose it on my friends.
And then they'll
so-
say, "Oh, you got siblings? Like you're going to have a new sibling?" Then like, so your kid is a dog?
yeah, right.
什么来的 sia?
Right.
Or your kid is a
Right.
is a pet too.
And then like, our oldest child, then you turn one
So the
golden
child- then they eat the
retriever.
same food. They eat the same food.
The oldest child, then one golden retriever. Like, huh? Like, I mean, okay, but again, you do you, huh? If you want to be your dog's mother, go ahead. I am just not my dog's mother.
Actually, we should interview the kids though.
how do you feel?
How do you feel when your sibling is a freaking dog?
Your older sister
Yeah,
is actually a 狗狗。
我要回家，我要喂我姐姐。你姐姐是什么？
狗。
我姐姐是 golden retriever. What is this 呀？诶，不可以，sorry. Imagine they're teenagers. Then like, 诶，我回家，我要喂我姐姐。你姐姐什么事？Like teenager already, right? 姐姐 should be able to eat. Like, what's wrong with your 姐姐？ Then like, 没有啦，我姐姐是这个。Then show the picture, golden retriever. Don't you think your friend is super weird? Like if I
No,
were the
but
classmate, I'd be like, what
I
the
feel
hell?
like generally you don't treat like your dog as your sibling. It's really the parent-child relationship. Like the siblings don't really have the issue. It's the parent-child. But I'm just,
But maybe the parents make it happen. You know, like the parents keep saying like, 你不可以这样，你要
I
respect 她，
haven't
她是
seen
你
that
姐姐。
yet lah. So like,
Never know.
yeah. But like, so like I say again, you do you, huh? But my dog is not my child. I am not
我
her
要回家
mother.
喂我姐
Okay?
姐啊。
I
Sorry.
am not her mother. Okay.
I got picture in my mind. 我回家喂姐姐啊 then show the picture. What is this?
But I think there's another one there's a very big discussion, and I don't know if it's just locally overseas. Maybe this might be an international issue, but like, you know, people comparing now that we have more dual income, no kids with a pet, right? Be it a dog or cat or whatever.
So it's a dink.
Yeah, it's a ding. It's usually a dingwad, a dingwhack, or a dingweb. Cause ding with a dog, with a cat, or now it's just with a pet.
Oh, with her, the W.
It's
Huh? I was
W.
like, where's the
It's with a with a.
what? Where's the what?
Yeah. So there's always this conversation of who has it worse, or who has it better, or who like how do I put this out? Yeah, there's this,
I thought we had this conversation. Like
we
who
had
has
this
it?
conversation,
Yeah.
but this okay. So I saw this. Okay. I found this. It's a Reddit thread on our Singapore. Okay, so it's a Singapore thread, and the title is just parents versus parents, right? And then so. Okay, let me read the whole thing to you. Then you think about it. Okay, so the context. So this person just says context. Recently, during a gathering with friends, a conversation about the challenges of caring for pets emerged. A friend new to owning a cat expressed concern and financial stress over her sick pet, likening her feelings to those of a parent. As a 33-year-old father of a 17-month-old daughter, I anticipated where the conversation might lead, recalling a past debate with an ex-colleague who equated his dog's training separation to leaving a child.
Okay.
So I chose to remain silent to avoid repeating that argument. My wife, however, spoke up, asserting the difference between caring for a pet and caring for a child. To keep the peace, I quickly shifted the conversation to another topic as I know it will start a heated debate and I didn't want to ruin our decade-long friendship. So then his last line was, parents and parents, what is your take on this issue?
Mm-hmm.
And so we've talked about this before.
Yes.
Right? And
we
then
have.
I was reading through like the comments and things like that, right? And like there's a lot of talk about how nowadays with like increased spending capacity for most people and like pet humanization and pet premiumization is now a thing. It's a trend lah, where you really treat your pets like your child, like
Yes.
right, and all that, and you
That's right.
and you buy really premium things for them,
Salmon lah.
Yeah, you treat
beef
them like
lah.
a
I don't even
kid.
eat that, man.
right? You really is give them human grade food. Like I say,
Yeah.
my honestly, my relatives' dogs eat better than me.
Mm-hmm.
My friends' dogs eat better than me. They
I
freaking have
think
beef
so
steak
too.
every other meal. I eat McDonald's.
McDonald's is good already.
Right? So like, but then I saw this post, this comment, this Redditor reply and said, the subject of this discussion is in error. It's not about the object of one's affections. You must recognize that the emotional connection of the parent that's strong enough to be likened to that of a parent or parent, then it will make sense. It could be a parent to a pet rock, and it doesn't matter. Right? Love is irrational. Like telling you also need to recognize that telling someone they're wrong about what they love is not validating at all. Right? Like you can feel whatever you want to feel.
Yeah.
There's no one that feels better or worse.
Mm-hmm.
Like it shouldn't be a comparison or like being like caring for a child is harder. Caring for a child is worse.
Caring for somebody you care about, it's always not difficult.
Right?
That should be the point.
Correct. So my only bottom line is right. I care for a pet, right? The main difference is that my pet eventually don't need to take PSLE, O-level, A-level and die in that stress.
Mm-hmm.
But my pet can also go to school.
Mm-hmm.
And there are also exams for a pet.
Mm-hmm.
Like obedience training and things like that. They can also fail.
Yeah.
Right? If you want to draw that parallel.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I don't have 80 years with my pet.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so why we need to compare?
Yeah, and also by having a kid, right, you can you after a certain age you don't have to worry about what you actually eat. Yeah, but with dogs you forever have to worry about chocolate. Forever have to worry about grape.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then after that, this other person wrote that people who call their pets children aren't comparing difficulty. Okay, they're simply making a functional comparison. No one is saying that it's the same. So if mums want to call being a mum the hardest job in the world, let them do it. Do coal miners need to come and say, is it easier than my job? And do military commanders need to come and say, but their job is worse? Like, everyone is just doing their best. Why do you need to compare what it's like caring for a child versus what it's like caring for a pet? And honestly, even if like, when you do liken that, right? Like, let's say for the pet owner to liken it to like caring for a child, maybe it's just their way of making it more relatable for you.
Yes.
Because you've never had a pet.
And you have kids.
Correct. Because it's like we the two of us have this conversation all the time. You tell me about your kid having diarrhea. And I tell you I went through the exact same thing 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. We just had this conversation before this episode.
Right? And like, I mean, you haven't gone to a stage of saying, hey, like your dog like that because like, you don't want to say the humans like the dog lah. But I also commented to you, this sounds like what I went through 3 weeks ago.
Then but we don't I don't go and like 小孩子比较麻烦我要带他出去教回来 I don't do that. I'm like 麻烦 right? Like we just
so you can empathize and understand. Yes, we are all in a shitty situation.
Yes.
But and so sometimes when you liken them, right, I'm really not trying to pick a fight and say like pet really like child.
It's actually
just trying to make it relatable for you.
And bonding us together even stronger. That should be the purpose of the conversation.
Just so you can empathize and understand. Because sometimes, you talk about things that people don't understand. You just like, I talk to a wall, man.
Yeah.
Right? So sometimes don't need to jump to the child is better, pet is better, which one is worse. Or even like, why do you think that caring for a pet is equivalent to caring for a child? No one said it was equivalent. I just said I'm not my dog's mother.
Yeah. So people just 不懂我觉得他们太把自己当一回事 That's why they have this conversation.
Shut up.
Yeah, like you don't have to be in this situation. You just like people trying to make it more relatable for you, then you just like accept it. And like I think it's very difficult also. It's the same as you are right, having a kid is equally difficult because we are both caring for someone or something that we truly care about. That's why we have worries that come along with it. 就这样就好了嘛，这么讲这样多 right these people
Right. So that's another hot take. Like just don't be so quick to jump. No one is comparing. Right? Like I said, you don't need to negate someone's experience just because it's not the experience you have.
that's right
Right? You might not care for a pet as much as you do your own child. Right? But it doesn't mean that the other person's caring for the pet is not valid.
yes
Right? Like that person say, it could be a rock for all you care.
yeah
Like plant parent.
correct
You want to
plant
judge,
parent.
you want to judge plant husband for caring about his plants.
Yeah. Plant is not easy. You have to control the
Exactly.
temperature. You have to
Humidity,
the
water
correct
level.
fertilizer, all these different things. Then like make sure place in a place where your kid cannot touch. If not play with the soil, don't know what lah. Got so many things to worry about also leh. So it's not easy. Like
Yeah.
plant also not easy.
So like yeah, don't we are not comparing because someone has it worse. Everyone has it bad.
I think this the root of this whole like heated argument for them right is because 他们都太把自己 plus 他们心爱的那一方当一回事。
Chill, everybody
That
chill.
is also one of my icks, man. My hot take, I truly believe that 你的孩子不是 the center of 你的 life, 你的 pet 也不是 the center of 你的 life. Like the center of 你的 life, right, within your small family, it should be you and your spouse. Like both of you happy, healthy, then you can go on to provide like a happy and healthy environment for your pet or your kid. If 你们两个不开心 like, and like maybe like one very sick, then the other one like can't be happy, right? I mean like it's together one lah. You need to be happy and healthy is together. You cannot be like them sick and then very happy. It's so weird, right? Maybe sick in the mind lah, but I'm just saying like physically very sick, then you're still very happy. It's a bit strange. So happy and healthy parents equals to happy and healthy like environment that equals to happy and healthy kids or pets or whoever it is. So before you really sacrifice so much that you are suffering, like maybe it's like 自我感动 because next time your kid might turn to you and say 我都没有叫你做 then you feel like 我为你做这么多你怎么可以这样对我 dogs won't do that but
I've said before, never ask you to birth me.
correct you see I never ask you to birth me all this then your parents will like get angry right like 我为你做这么多为什么这样 this you doing something nice for your kid it's because you want to, not because you're expecting your kid to give you back something. If you're expecting that, that's not true love. That's a deal. Okay, that's a deal. Like you expect something back in return. What? If you just want to be nice to the kid, then it shouldn't be used as like
It's a bargaining chip,
yeah.
or threat.
How you know I want to switch to Mandarin? As a then in my brain like 筹码 then I don't know how English anymore. When I get agitated, I tend to speak Mandarin a lot more because
That's why I'm the translator of the friend group.
my brain is wired in Mandarin.
Not just a English to Chinese translation. It's sometimes a gibberish to English.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, so please parents, if you are very overwhelmed by your kids or your pets, you focus on yourself first. Take a step back, make yourself feel happy, and make sure to take care of your mental and physical health.
This is generally the bottom line of all hot takes.
This one,
Like you should be the I mean, yes, you give out a lot for your kids and your pets and whatever, yada. We all know that lah. Okay, but you should be the center of everything that you do, and you need to, like Buddy always says lah, the kids need to mold into your lifestyle. Same as how I think like the pet should mold into your lifestyle, or like the kid lah essentially. But like because you need to take care of yourself before you can take care of the people around you. So do things that work for you.
你要学会爱自己，你才可以好好的爱别人。
Correct. Like no need to care what the internet tells you.
Yes.
Okay? If you got no money to feed the dog raw and cook food, never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
Just feed the dog something they can eat every day.
Yes, focus on yourself. If you find that one day, right, you find that you are losing yourself, like as with a lot of moms, I don't know about pet owners, but a lot of moms tend to feel that in the very initial stage of being a mom. You feel like, oh, 我从来没有喂过奶 right? Like suddenly I become a cow. Then suddenly I become like an animal, all these things. Then you feel like a bit, you don't feel like human. So it's that moment, right, you stop doing anything for your kid. Like, not say nursing or what, this you need to do kind, but stop focusing on your kid so much. You take a step back and really take care of yourself. Like, if you need to take a hot bath, stop and take a hot bath. If you
don't neglect the child. Do enough to keep them alive, but take care of yourself.
Yes, and really try to get help or find pockets of time to enjoy that hot bath. or to clean yourself, because some people very 搞胃, right? 你流很多汗 then you have no time, you and the baby just stuck there, then you cannot even go shower because baby like mama or whatever. So you just do your best, get help, or even bring your kid, like bring a small little stool, ask the kid to sit inside. Then wait for you. I did that when I was alone at home. One of the weekends, I brought like there's this little like booster seat kind of thing. Like the kids will sit there with a tray table so they can eat there or do whatever they want to do there. So we have this. So I brought that into. I really needed to use the toilet. I needed to shit, so I brought that into the toilet, and I put my kid in front of me. And I'm like, 妈妈要上厕所，在这边. Then she clap her hand. Then we just sing lah. I mean, like I was pooping and singing at the same time. So I needed to take that shit, man. If I don't, I'm probably gonna explode. And I feel like, or if the worst, like I'm gonna like just poop my pants. Then I feel so angry, like wow, because I look after my kid. Then 他让我这样排泄 poop my pants. I don't want that, ma. So just find whatever ways you can to prioritize yourself first.
Look after yourself lah. Like you need to survive to take care of the other living thing.
Yes. I understand there is a little bit of struggle at the initial stage where you are trying to get a hang of the rhythm of life, like how many times, what works for you, should you pump, should you not pump, when should you wash the milk bottles, even when should you wash the towel so that you can only do like one time laundry kind. Really, it's all these little things that will really like wow, make you feel like 为什么衣服一直洗不完 like all these things. If you need some time to find that momentum, then once you have your footing down, then you can take a step back and focus on yourself. Then you eventually feel like, hey, my life is coming back, man. Yeah. You take a while lah. You take a while. For me, I think it took me like half a year probably to really get that momentum and like really feeling like myself again. Yeah. I don't know about other moms. Maybe some take 3 years, 4 years. I do not know, because some of them might not be sending their kids to school, so they really stick to the kid for 24/7 kind.
True. I mean, I feel like for me at 8 months, I have regained a slight bit of semblance to my life. Like I can now be sitting here for like hours on end. We can like the other day when we had Purdy, we could go for lunch until like 5 o'clock.
That's right.
Right, and like as compared to at the start when I was just like, nope, I'm just going to be out for like 1 hour and I'm going home.
That's right.
Right, so I think it takes time. I remember it's really a very big thing. Like they call it the puppy blues, right? And like you really don't like that dog when you first bring them home.
The baby also keep crying.
All you can say
it's the same.
All you can say is you hang, you cute.
Yeah, it's the same for us.
Every day I look at the dog and I say, you hang, you cute.
Actually, for kids, it's more of like bo bian lor, 都在这边了.
I look at the dog and I'm like, you hang, you cute, right? Because like every other day, 把尿 is one thing. You like they biting everything, they running all around. Like we've seen a life before. Puppies are 95% terrors, 5% cute. 90-10 if you're lucky.
What the? Fair enough.
They really are quite a terror. Quite is cutting it. Is making it sound very nice, but it takes time. Have I lost myself in the process? I don't think I did. But did I cry days on end? Yes. Did I lose my patience as a dog? Yes. Did I wish I could throw it down? No. Did I wish it could just like shut up and like be a normal dog? Yes.
But then again,
then
hindsight, this is what makes your dog different from other dogs.
Yes, and you also then you have a bit more compassion for both the dog and yourself, because you realize that the dog is just figuring its life out. He's really like a small kid.
Yeah.
Who really are bringing up.
Yeah, just like people ask, 为什么小孩子这样哭? They can't talk. It's the same thing.
It's when people say, can you ask the dog to stop barking? You ask the baby to stop crying first lah.
Because they cannot talk, that's why they're crying. But
Right.
if you're talking about after they start to talk, after they start to like they are able to express their needs and wants and emotions,
They don't
right?
have the
Then,
wailing meltdowns anymore.
yeah, then the crying is more or less, actually most of the time it's an option.
Yeah.
More of like a reflex, because for babies it's reflex. They can't speak. They just need you to know like, 我饿了sia. They cannot be like, 我饿了sia. Right?
Honestly, for babies, crying is their only way of communication.
Yeah.
And for dogs, barking is their only way of communication.
Yeah. So the next time when you get on the flight, if there's a crying baby, try not to be too quick to judge like the parents. You take a look and see how old is the baby actually. If the baby is like 真的很小个, right? Probably the baby is just cold, just uncomfortable, just that's the only thing. But if the baby is slightly older, can understand instruction, then maybe the parents got issue. Maybe.
Again, as a person with no kids and don't like babies on planes, I will refrain. Like, some noise is fine, but too much noise is settle your child.
Because some babies, they really like 很小的那种. They uncomfortable, they just keep crying on.
It's true,
they cannot stop one.
Okay, to be fair, metal,
it's the older one.
A metal tube going through the sky, there's only so much you can do lah. Cause like you can soothe the child as much as you want, but the ears hurt means the ears hurt lah.
Even adults,
as an adult, my ears hurt in the plane also lah. Right?
Actually, I have experience having pets on board. Then the pet also sometimes also liang gong because like uncomfortable ma. It's not the service. Service
it's the emotional support.
Yeah, it's the emotional support kind. It's that kind. Then they really liang gong kind.
Girls that never go and send the dog for training, then anyhow pretend.
So yes, we also have that, and then it's also inconvenient in a way because some people have religions that forbid them to get close to a certain part of that particular animal. Then, but the animal keep wanting to lick the person of that particular religion. This kind of thing.
Stop it! Stop!
But the owners don't do anything to stop.
Stop abusing the emotional support animal term. And
I think Singapore, I don't think
Singapore
there's
don't
so
have
many.
Singapore
Very rarely.
Singapore
Super
don't have.
rarely.
Also cause Singapore, I don't think we recognize emotional support animals. I don't think we do. Only
from Singapore to other places, I have not seen any cases, but other places coming to Singapore, yes.
So that's why we don't recognize. Singapore doesn't recognize. So you won't see Singaporeans with emotional support animals because no doctor will issue it for you, right? There's no note from a doctor for that. It's not a therapy thing that we have. But in the US, it's very trending. So, and
that's the downside to the woke culture.
It sucks.
Just like the don't know guy or girl enter your toilet kind. Because they are the they. So they are the they. I was reading this Reddit article that day, right? So this person is a guy and then he has a partner who is non-binary. So I was reading the whole article. I got so confused. Like they specifically made a trip to come and visit them. Then I'm like, who is visiting who?
No, so all this pronoun stuff, right? I'm so freaking confused nowadays.
I don't know. I'm very confused.
You want to identify as they them 就算了 those that identify as it.
你 just 不要啦，你就they want to be the pet parents. They want to birth the pet. Then 可以叫他妈咪啊。Hi, doggy's mommy.
I would like to say like I think I am quite woke, but there are just some things that I really don't agree.
Especially when it makes the article very difficult to read. My old brain cannot.
Like why you want to complicate things? Like
yeah, like they have already bought a ticket to visit them. 谁 visit 谁 sia? Who is doing what? You very confused. Like imagine 10 years later you reading newspaper article, you're like 谁在做什么? What who committed the crime? How many of them?
You know English is hard enough.
Yeah.
It just makes it worse.
Yeah lah. It's like only got one person committed the crime.
For people like us who never learn English like verb, noun, pronoun, adverb, adnoun, adjective, and that kind of thing. Like they, them, he, her, she, it, whatever. We are damn bad at.
Super confusing.
Then now it's making it worse. Right?
Yeah. So that's part of our hot take also. In you know, in the midst of this woke culture, like sometimes we do support our LGBT friends. Like
LGBTQ plus AIIA plus.
I am fine with you being whatever you want to be.
Yes.
And in the future, if my kids decided to like be whatever they want to be, yes, but don't ask me to call you by your pronouns. I find it very difficult, very challenging for my very bad English.
Yeah.
My English already very bad. I
My
really think
English
Mandarin.
is not bad, but I'm still confused.
Unless she come and speak to me in Mandarin, then yes, because everything is a ta. So we are fine. 我, 你, 我, 他, only 你, 我, 他, but you change the character only.
Ni
Okay?
wo ta was
Only
already
你,
very
我, 他. Then I'm like, okay, that's fine, that's cool. I can deal in the Chinese term, but I cannot deal in the English term.
he, her.
Then she come to me and say, Mommy, are they allowed to go to the shopping mall? Who are they? Who are they?
No,
我咯，
no.
我就是
The
they
thing is, are they allowed to go to a shopping center? We would think like you are talking about 3 friends,
Yeah.
not yourself.
Yeah, so I'm like,
But
谁是
actually,
they?
you identify with they them. Then
Yeah.
you're just like,
Then 我谁是 they 啊？你几个人？我咯，我一个。为什么 they? You know, like my old brain cannot function one. So this is my hot take lah, like 适可而止。可以了啊，到这边就够了啊 guys, like the hot take 啊。
hey, I got one more question. It's not about this binary, like
Okay, yeah.
pronoun, whatever thing, right? But I don't know if this is a hot take. For kids, not so bad. But for kids, right? Like, do you enforce if your... I think we've talked about this before, but do you enforce if your kid doesn't want to say hi?
No.
Like,
in general, she's pretty okay to say hi to people. I'm quite lucky that she's quite sociable.
or like
because,
if someone asks for a hug and she don't want, do you say go and hug that person?
no, that's fine. She can don't hug anyone.
Right.
If she don't hug my father, I also don't care.
Okay, so we are a bit more woke in terms of that. Like Asian parents cannot. Asian parents, you must greet everybody. They want to do whatever you must. Okay, but for us, right? But when it comes to pets, right? There are some people that just think that your pet is everybody's pet. So like if they see your pet on a walk,
Then
it's
pass
like,
around.
can just like go and pet your dog. Like it's free game, you can go. And,
I will be scared like because they are
right?
still animals, right? I don't know if they will snap at me
No,
or
so
what.
generally these people are the people that really like dogs, and then they just think that every dog will like them.
Just like people who like kids, they think every
Yeah.
kid will like them. Then they want to touch the face of the kid. I'm like, excuse me, kids have standards.
But so
sometimes.
this is my hot take. Don't touch my dog without asking me.
Same thing lah for kid. I
Yeah.
mean, kid is more common.
Kid is more, yes,
like,
kid is more,
okay.
but like I say, a lot of times when it comes to dogs, it's like, I mean, I don't know about cats lah, but cats generally don't like you to touch them anyway. So like,
yeah.
dogs are the more social ones, right? But like, yeah, the people that just like go up to like want
So
to pet the
cute.
dog or like let the dog smell them before asking. Like honestly, the past few days, right, I brought my dog out quite a bit, and so actually I've got a lot of examples of this. Like majority of the people are like, I mean, y'all have seen my dog. My dog is really quite cute.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
majority of the people will tell me from far that my dog is very cute, right?
Mhm.
And then there is usually the follow-up question of, are you okay if I pet her?
Mm-hmm.
And then generally I'm okay because if I assess my dog to be not too jumpy at that point in time, I'll be fine lah, because I don't want you to just trigger her too much, right? But there have been people that walk past already, right? So they already bent down to let my dog sniff Then they say, oh, is it okay?
You don't do that.
It's like you drive, you turn red, then you check blind spot. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Like you do it, then you
狼
ask
嘎了了。
right? 你都做了，我可以讲 no 咩？我现在才拉我的狗走咩？ Right? So, but again, that boils down to what I was talking about earlier about like advocating for my dog lah. Cause
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if I was quick enough, I'd be like, can you don't touch my dog or something, or like could you give me a while, let my dog calm down. But generally, like I mean, I am thankful that in Singapore, generally most people have been like. Almost kids that I know, so even kids that want to come and touch the dog, will one ask their parents, can I go and touch the dog? And then the parents will tell them, you can, but you must ask. And then the kid will come up to you, can I pet her? Right?
Yeah,
That kind. Then it's not so bad. But of course, I've had the kids that just grabby and runs after my dog with the hands outstretched, and then the parents do nothing to stop the kid.
Sorry,
And
my
I'm just
kid is
like,
one of those. Then I'll like, no, grab her back.
yeah, but the parents don't do anything. Or the grandparents that are with the kids, they don't do anything.
Okay.
And like, you can't trigger my dog, then later you can't scold me because my dog bite your kid. Thankfully, that has not happened yet, but I can already see it happening because we live in Singapore. Everyone complains.
That's right.
Right? And so, like, don't, like, control your child. I will control my dog the best I can. But it's like, control your child.
Yeah.
Also, like, if your dog is coming to harm my dog at a dog run, then please take your dog away.
That's right.
Like,
Just be responsible for whoever
humping
you
is
bring
normal
out.
dog behavior, yes, but it's not right. So, like, if your dog is the one doing it, then please take your dog away. And don't get angry at me and make me take my dog away. It just happened recently.
What? The angles, yeah.
It just happened recently. I'm freaking angry. Your dog come and harm my dog. Then you try and take him away, but you're not really scolding him. You are just pretending that you are scolding him and just telling him, no, you cannot do this, you cannot do this. Then you just take him off. Yeah, you take him off my dog and you go to a different area of the dog run. But you are not even watching your dog run because the next moment your dog runs back again and you are still standing there. So then your dog come back again, right? Eventually you realize I'm already trying to wriggle my dog out from under your dog. You are not there to like take your dog away. Finally, when your dog come, you look at me. Can you please get your dog so that I can get my dog?
These are the people.
I want to ask you, auntie, your dog on top of my dog eh. If you don't take your dog out, how I get my dog?
These are the people, right? If they got son, the son rape people and they say, 谁叫你女儿穿这样少?
Yes.
These are the people.
It was like,
Guys,
I'm more
look out for
auntie.
them.
But I was
Look
very-
out for
I was very
them.
angry. I was just like, I didn't want to create a scene, so I was just like, when I heard it honestly, right, if it was me being me like now, like that, right, I scream already. But like, it was like one of my first few times that I was bringing my dog in. Like, maybe my third, fourth time. And like, it was the first time that there were bigger dogs than her. Because usually she plays with dogs smaller than her. So they also 看不到 lah, because she's quite tall, right? So this is one of her first few times that I was like, and I didn't want it to be too offensive. But honestly, I was damn offended. It's like, why are you getting angry at me and telling me to get my dog? Man, your dog was the one causing the problem, eh?
Yeah.
My dog was just living her life. Like, excuse me. But yeah, so whoever's the one creating the problem, please go away.
Yeah, and the humping problem also. I have seen some I've been with my hang out with my friends like at the dog run. She has dogs also. So we go over there and then like it's not just between dog and dog. Like some people bring their kids on dog runs also. So there are some dogs who go and harm the kid. And kid don't know what's happening. Say, hey, and then laughing. Then the dog owner also
They just let it happen.
let it happen and then like laugh along. Like damn weird, sia. Like what is this, sia? Your dog already humping people. Then what are you doing? Why are you not doing anything? Like fellow dog, yes, that's dangerous because the other dog can get pregnant. But humping humans also not very ideal, right?
Exactly. Like,
It's still a behavior that needs to be stopped.
yeah, so a lot of times it boils down to the adult's behavior. But like, be it a dog, a cat, a kid, whatever,
Yeah.
you are the adult.
Yeah, you are the one who should be in the correct state of mind to be correcting behaviors that needed to be corrected.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god, yes.
Yeah, you're there to put the foot down and like 不可以 excuse me, no. Yeah, that kind of thing. Don't blame other people like 谁叫他在这边他弄你跌倒他在这边他弄你跌倒 No, it's because your kid just wanted to run to that area that could potentially cause the accident to happen. So I don't know, like Singapore, a lot of blaming culture, I realize.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blaming and complaining.
Yeah, never
It's
own
never
self-check
their
as well.
fault.
Yeah, so weird. Why?
I don't know. I always say sorry and if it's me, I say sorry. It's not me, I also say sorry.
No, that's not right. That's people pleasing. But if it's
I know. That's a big problem. You have been telling me.
it's 原则问题. Why am I paying for someone's mistake? That's the whole point of this whole story. Why am I paying for someone's mistake? Just because you overlook something doesn't mean I have to pay the price. Oh. So for those with sons, with aggressive dogs, or even aggressive kids in general, like 管好他们 please. The kid, like the other innocent kid is just standing there. So if you don't stop your kid, whom you already know has aggressiveness in him or her, then you know it's gonna happen. What? 只是什么几率而已.
Take responsibility, basically.
Yeah, then don't go and blame the other person. 中文在这边 Why is this 中文在这边 Like 他站哪里你的孩子要 attack 他去哪里都 attack 的 It's the same with dogs lah. You can be in the east corner and the other dog in the west corner, and then like the dog wants to attack the dog will just run all the way. Right?
I'm really standing on the other end of the dog run.
Yeah.
It's not a small dog run, by the way.
Yeah.
You bring to the other side, your dog still come over, you still stand there.
Yeah lor. People shouldn't be paying for your mistake, you overlooking things. But of course, with most Singaporeans, I believe, they will always 吃哑巴亏. They just keep quiet.
But yeah, many hot takes.
Yes.
Just boils down to do what's right for yourself, lah. Huh?
Yes,
Do what's right for yourself, but also take responsibility.
that's right.
Don't shock responsibility and blame other people.
Yeah, and don't expect the entire universe to just revolve around your kid or your pet. It's not even you know, it's your kid or your pet. So when your kid or your pet gets injured, right, take a step back and to see what exactly happened that caused the injury. Instead of just blaming other people, maybe it's your kid's fault. Maybe it's your own fault for overlooking certain things. Yeah, that will make the world a bit better and make yourself feel a lot better also. Yes.
So that's it for today.
Yes, with that we will end today's very first time of hot take hot snacks. I think we have more actually, because not enough time to say everything.
Probably.
Yep.
Probably.
Yep, I think this is let us know if you like it. We can continue this series of hot take hot snacks. So till then,
Bye
bye.